Hi guys, George here. Tonight I'm going to be doing a very simple tutorial about how to use Vassal to play OCS. Hopefully it'll be a short and simple tutorial just showing you some basics. So I already have installed the OCS Smolensk and Burma modules on Vassal, and I'm going to double click on Smolensk. Usually the opening screen unfortunately opens up behind the original uh, module. Oh, well, in this case it doesn't. It opens up right where you can see it. So usually you can start a game offline or you can look for an existing game online. I'm going to just use the offline option. Alternatively, you can also load a saved game. So for now, for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to keep it nice and short. So start a new game offline, click on next, uh, select the setup. We're, we're going to select the short campaign just for demonstrating this. Loading game, and then you click on next again. It'll tell you how or which side you want to play. I'm going to play solo and finish and see what happens there. Uh, Occasionally when you open the OCS module you might only see this. It occasionally does that, and you have to uh, drag this back up and you'll see the map. So here's the map, and if you're going to be playing through email, the first thing you want to do is go and begin a log file. I'm going to do this so I can also show you how to step through a log. I already have some games saved here. So here, usually what I like to do is save it with year, month, day, and then you can put in the scenario. Right? But in this case, I'm just going to name it training. And then what you'd like to do is put turn 01. And you can either put allies, let's say, or AX for axis, or you can even put the particular phase. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, but I believe this is a log, so you want to save it as a vlog. There you go. No comments for the log, but of course you can put your comments there. They will be retained. Now, usually what happens is with these games there's off-board boxes, active and inactive Air Force. You might find certain units that need to set up on the first turn. So you'll probably end up finding them here, set up. And from here they tell you stacked within a HQ, and you can select them from that box. I'm just going to put them anywhere for now, but you can simply click on the unit, drag it, and put it where it belongs. If it's flagged as moved, you can right click on the unit and mark it unmoved, if like that, and it's not moved. You can click on one unit, or if you click and drag across the stack, you can select the entire stack. Okay, and let me click on, I just unselected this stack by clicking anywhere except the stack. Reordering, you select, let's say, the unit that's on the second. You can go like this by pressing the right and left arrow key. You can change its position in the stack. Similarly, on the board, if you have a stack of units, like so. I can change the order of that unit. I just selected it by just clicking on that unit alone, and then the left arrow makes it go down, and that changed the position of that unit. Now, if I click on the second unit in the stack and press the right arrow, it'll bring it back up again. Um, Same thing here. Now, uh, notice that this is a big stack, so I can select either one unit and move it forward, or if I click the control button, it doesn't work. I would have to drag it over. I would have to click and drag on the units in order to capture them. Now, because this is a rather big stack, and it's kind of hard to select them, I find. Yep. Yeah. I don't seem to be able to click on. Oh, there it is. So I basically what I did is I clicked and drag and made sure that the rectangle that I created only touched on those two units, and now I can see, click on, I selected those two units and I was able to move them. I was wondering if there's a movement trail. Yeah, you can also make a movement trail, and it tells you where the units moved from. Now, ideally, um, you can also write in the chat box, which is right here, uh, what you did, so that you can communicate to the other player. Uh, Took supply from hex, let's say uh, any number here, 9.15 to refuel units in hex XYZ. You put it in there, and that can be sent to your opponent as a note. So we clicked on selecting units and moving them, uh, reordering them. Now I'd like to save my log file. Okay, and end log file. Great. So the log file was written. And let's see what we recorded with the log file. So we're going to go to File, and let's see, we have to load continuation, I believe. And that's my log file. Let's open it. And usually, by moving the page up and page down, let's see. Usually by clicking on, pressing the page up and page down, there you go, page up and page down, it gives you here what happened. Russian artillery brigade moves off board 919. Russian 1st Mortar Division moves 18.17 to 17.17. Russian artillery moves 19.19, 18.17. So these are all the moves. Head chug small, and then here's something I recorded to my opponent. Russian artillery moves off board. Okay. Now, what I would suggest anybody do is just to save the game, and let's pretend it's turn 2. There, you just save the game. I would cancel that. Let's see, File, save game as turn 2, and make sure you put vsav. Alright, say yes. It saved it in any case. Say OK. And now you can start a second log. Begin vlog, and name that as log 2 b point vlog. Okay. And now we're going to move some more units. I'll take 18th Panzer Division and move him here, here, and here. I'm going to reorder that unit's ordering by clicking on it and pressing the left arrow key twice. So it's now this third unit in the stack. And I'm going to move this unit here, 1, 2, and then I'm going to select multiple units. You click and drag your rectangle only over the units you want to select. It's a bit tricky, but I believe you can do it. There you go. And I'm going to move those units here and there. Now we want to end the log file again. There you go. Now I am going to actually close the game and open the vlog 2 and see how that works. Open. And here's my original file, and what I'm going to do is press the page up button. Actually, what loaded was the vlog, the CB save. So let's see, load continuation, and what I want to do is open the Vassal log file. Here it is, open. And it's loaded. Now if I press the up arrow and down arrow, or the page up and page down, I can skip through. There he goes. That was more successful than my first attempt. Let's try it again. Say no, and page down. Oh, that doesn't work. Page up and page down. I just reached the end of that log, and it just... Okay, let's close again. Say no, and let's load the log file, vlog file. There. I think you can only step forward into the log. Correct me if I'm wrong, but here again is what we had, the moves we recorded with the second log. If I press page up, actually page up, there he goes. Well, let's see that again. Load continuation, V2. Okay, open. There we go. Let's go page up. There you go. It's actually page down. It's page down, and you can see your opponent's moves. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or you want me to clarify anything further, just comment below. Thank you very much.